What if a buyer and a seller were on a boat and they both fell off? Who do you think the agent is going to rescue and save first? Hey there. So, when you're buying a home, you might think it's easier to just go straight to the listing agent to represent you. But did you know that can actually be risky? The listing agent is already working for the seller and has a duty to represent their best interest. So if you're trying to get the highest dollar amount for the seller, how do you think they'll handle their duty to you as the buyer? Now, I'm not saying it's impossible to work with a listing agent, but there are definitely some things you should think about first. They represent the seller's interest, not yours. I always say, if you are ever getting into a lawsuit, you wouldn't want the same attorney to represent you also to represent the other side. I mean, imagine this. What if Johnny Depp hired the same attorneys as his ex-wife did? Probably wouldn't make any sense, would it? They may not give you objective or unbiased advice. I mean, they could be just trying to push this deal together to close, but imagine this. 1 month after moving in, you're sitting on your toilet, and all of a sudden, you see things backing up that you shouldn't see. All of this could have been prevented if you simply did a sewer line inspection and noticed you had a bad sewer line. They could have a conflict of interest if they're representing both parties. I mean, picture this. What if a buyer and a seller were on a boat and they both fell off? Who do you think the agent is going to rescue and save first? Probably the seller, right? Because I mean, they do have a house that they still need to sell. And lastly, they might not have as much experience working with buyers. And they could be a solo agent working by themselves. So if you do go direct to the listing agent, at least make sure they have a team where they can assign somebody directly to you so they can carry out the fiduciary duties of representing you as a buyer. On the other hand, if you work with a buyer's agent, they solely represent you as a buyer. They'll negotiate on your behalf, help you find the right home, and guide you through the buying process. Plus, they always have your best interest in mind. So in conclusion, it's really important to work with a buyer's agent because they provide unbiased advice, use their expertise to help you find the right home, and work tirelessly to get you the best possible deal. And if you still decide to work with a listing agent, just make sure you do your due diligence and make sure they're reputable and have experience in handling the fiduciary duty of representing both sides.
Entertainment.